What's going on, y'all? It's Riley here, and it's time for my first manga haul of April 2021, so stay tuned. Alright, so this one's going to be a big one because there's some stuff from the end of last month, and then basically just a bunch of stuff from early April has already been released. Got early, basically, from Right Stuff Anime. And then I have a couple of series that are older titles that I picked up. So those are ones that I feel like I've been needing in my collection, and finally I was able to get them into my collection. So a lot of stuff to go over, and as well, before I start showing the manga that I've gotten, so you guys can see what I'm up to and kind of maybe see a few things that you might want to pick up, I just want to give a huge thanks to everyone subscribed to my channel right now. I recently hit the 20,000 subscriber point. Huge milestone. I know that in the grand scheme of things, as far as like YouTube goes, 20,000 is still relatively small, but it's such a huge thing, such a huge feat for me and the work that I've been putting into this channel, especially this past year since I've really turned around and decided that I wanted to utilize this platform as a way to kind of share my voice and help people. That's my main objective with everything that I do here, is to help people to find love in comics and manga and other geeky things like what I have. So I want to give a huge thank you to everyone subscribing to my channel and everyone who watches my videos, even if you're not subscribed to my channel. It'd be cool if you did, though. For helping me to reach that milestone. We will be doing a celebratory live stream pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I will announce in a post on my channel what the date's going to be and the time and all that stuff, so you guys can join in and we'll just be hanging out, Q&A. I'll have some sort of a prize, probably a gift card to something that someone's going to win. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited. The second thing that I wanted to mention is the brightness should look different. I got some lights. I was able this weekend to see my family for the first time since last September, and we shared Christmas gifts and stuff, and so my parents had actually bought me some lights to use for videos and stuff like that. And so I'm still playing with them, still kind of figuring out exactly how I want to use them and what the setup is going to be. So I'm hoping it looks pretty good in this one, but as we go forward in a few more videos, I figured a haul video would be the best thing to do as far as experimentation with the lighting and stuff like that. So as we go forward, hopefully I'll figure out exactly how I want to use these lights, and we'll figure it out and make it look real nice. But anyway, let's jump into the haul. Wasted a few minutes already. So I've got a lot of stuff to show off, so let's jump into it. So this one is one that was out from, I think, early last month, early March, but it was very delayed in getting to me, and that is the 7th volume of Berserk, the new deluxe edition hardcovers. This covers the end of the Conviction arc. So the 8th volume, after this one, we're getting into what I think is the strongest part of Berserk, which is the Falcon of the Millennium Empire arc. I love this series. If you've seen my video of my top ongoing manga, this was my number 2. It is such a great series, and one that is so much deeper than a lot of people give it credit for. And in the future, I plan on making a video where I kind of delve into a lot of the thematics behind the series and a lot of the references that Miura has throughout the series to classical literature and like epic poetry and stuff like that. So I love Berserk. I'm always happy when these hardcovers come out, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about that here. But anyway, next up I've got, this is another older series. It's one that I haven't had in my collection as of yet, and I've seen a lot of people talk about it and talk about how great it is, and so I wanted to get it in my collection, but a few volumes have become a little bit harder to find. And I was lucky enough to find a lot online on eBay for relatively cheap, and that is Black Lagoon. So I picked this one up. This is from Viz under their signature line. The first 5 volumes I have the old Viz logo on the spine, on the top of the spine there, and then the rest of them have the signature logo. So I've got the first 10 right here, and then 11 is out right now as well. So I'm excited to have that, excited to get around to reading that eventually. And then we've got a couple of boxes here that I'm going to be opening up as we're filming. So this is basically all of the new stuff, with some older stuff as well in these boxes, but this is the Right Stuff haul. That stuff was eBay and InStockTrades.com, and then this is all my Right Stuff. So let's check it out, see everything that's in there. I know basically what I've got, but it's one of those situations where I don't remember everything, so that's kind of exciting. So I get to kind of experience, it's a surprise. It's a nice surprise. All right, so getting all the stuff out of this first smaller box. On the top of the stack here is an older book, and this is one that, for all intents and purposes, I thought was in my collection, but I didn't have it, and that is D.gray-man number 25. So I had 1 through 24 and 26, but for whatever reason, I did not yet have 25, so I went ahead and ordered that. And then we've got volume 21 of Demon Slayer. We're just a couple of volumes away from finishing off this series physically in English. I'm very excited. I love the series, as many people do. Another one of my absolute favorite series, we have 96, volume 96 of One Piece. That's insane. We are so close to hitting 100 with this series, and this is some really great content in this volume as well. The current arc has just been phenomenal. I am keeping up with it weekly as it comes out. But yeah, I absolutely love One Piece. I know it's a large undertaking if you are trying to read the entire series, as there are over 1,000 chapters now, but in my opinion, it is very well worth it. Another one of my favorite ongoing series at the moment, Komi Can't Communicate. This is such a great, wholesome manga series. Absolutely love it. It's a great comedy series, very lighthearted, one that I really recommend. Great characters in here as well. I'm always really happy to get a new volume of Komi. It's just a relaxing read. It's something nice to read. And then we've got volume 22 of Fire Force here, so the newest volume of this one. And that's all from that first box. And now the second box is going to be the majority of the content, majority of the stuff that I picked up. It's the big mama box here, so let's cut into this and see everything that we've got. I think there's one volume from my Right Stuff pre-orders that did not get shipped, so I'll just mention that right now. The newest volume of Jujutsu Kaisen did not get shipped, which is a little bit annoying because I did order it while it was supposed to be available, but I'm not that upset because I know that I'll get the volume eventually, and not a big deal. Okay, so let's toss aside the paper, and we got a lot of stuff to run through here. So here is that 11th and most recent volume of Black Lagoon. So I do now have all of the current existing volumes of that series, so I can catch up on reading that. And we've got volume 17 and 18 of High Rise Invasion. I believe the anime was on Netflix recently, so if you have watched that recently, however much, one season or whatever they have on there, I don't know how far it goes or anything like that, and you've enjoyed it, then definitely check out the manga. I've been really enjoying this manga, and I think that this is the penultimate volume because I think it ended with 21 volumes in Japan, so they're going to have a 3-in-1 volume for the last release of this series, so we're almost done with that one. And we've got volume 4 of Chainsaw Man. Fantastic series, definitely one that if you haven't started reading it yet, I highly recommend it. It is just an excellent shonen action series with great artwork. Volume 3 of Moriarty the Patriot. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep going with this one just yet. I usually give a series 3 volumes to make up my mind. The first 2 were enjoyable, but I don't know if it's up to snuff with some other stuff that I'm reading right now. So I'm going to try out Volume 3, see what I think, and then we'll see if I decide to go forward and get Volume 4 or not. This is another one that is just absolutely excellent. This is a great series. Blood on the Tracks, Volume 5. I think Volume 4 came out like last month, so because I know I read it somewhat recently. So I'm glad that they're pumping this out because this series reads so fast that I feel like I barely even start a volume by the time I finish it. Here's another one I've been really enjoying, and this is the 7th collector's edition of Pokemon Adventures. I've been really loving this series so far. This is the 2nd collection of the Gen 3 Ruby and Sapphire stuff. And the new arc has been really enjoyable. I have seen recently that it is in fact only going to be 10 of these collector's editions, with the 10th one only collecting 2 volumes. So I don't know if they're going to start up another series after that and with a new volume 1, because I know that in at least I don't know how it is in Japan, but with the Western releases, they consider volume or part 4 or whatever, the Gen 4 material and onward, to be like a completely different series than the Gen 1, 2, and 3 stuff. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there, but I would like to get more of it because it's a really enjoyable series. Then we've got the newest volume 27 of My Hero Academia. Great series. Great stuff has been going on so far, and I have not been reading it like up to date. I'm not reading it weekly or anything like that, but people who have said that there's a lot of awesome stuff that happens in this volume, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then we've got the newest volume of Dr. Stone, another one that I am really loving. Great artwork, great story in this series. And then we've got volume 2 of Orient. This is by the same creator as Magi. Volume 1 was fine. I don't know, just like with the Moriarty series, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to jump on this one and keep going with it right now. Volume 1 was fine, so we'll see what happens in Volume 2. And then I've also got another Volume 2 here, and that is Niruko-Chan Volume 2. I read Volume 1 a month or 2 ago. It was on a recommendation from my friend Gio over at A Week in Geekdom. I had a really good time with it, so I figured I'd go ahead and try out Volume 2 as well and see how the series goes from here. It's a fun kind of comedy horror type series, so if that sounds good to you, then definitely check it out. And then the last chunk of stuff that I've got in here, I think this is the last of it, is another older series that I've been putting off on buying, and let me just kind of get them in order. I was able to get all but Volume 1 because they did not have Volume 1 available at this time, at least not at Right Stuff, so I'll probably order that from another store so I can complete the series, and that is Blame, the Master Editions. I got Volumes 2 through 6. This is from Tsutomu Nihei. I believe it's actually supposed to be pronounced Blam or Blam, but obviously in English it looks like Blame, so I'm just going to call it Blame. This is like one of the last Nihei things that I did not have in my collection. I have by Omega and Abara and Knights of Sidonia, and then I have the currently ongoing Opossums as well. So I've been needing to get this one into my collection, and one of the reasons I wanted to get this series in my collection is because I wanted to do another kind of like creator spotlight video like I did for Junji Ito, but do one for Nihei. And I can't really well do one for Nihei if I don't have one of his most popularly well-known series in my collection, can I? So that was Volume 2, and then we've got Volume 3 right here. These nice big Master Edition volumes. And Volume 4. Show the back of that one. Volume 5. And I've got the final book right here, Volume 6. Is that? Yeah, let me make sure I had it sitting up right. So like I said, I just need to get Volume 1, and then I think there's a couple of other like odds and ends of Nihei stuff that I would have to try and like track down. But that's it for my April manga haul. There's still a few more volumes coming out this month, but I probably won't wind up getting them until next month. So stay tuned for that. But again, big thank you to everyone who helped me to reach the 20,000 subscriber milestone. It was very exciting to hit that point, and I can't wait to do the celebratory live stream. The last one we did for 15,000 was really fun. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for spending time with me. I'll have some new exciting videos up soon. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified for all the upcoming content that I put out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.